turning the clock back 222 years.
Happy Australia Day!
A Navy Sea King chopper also dropped by, but they were in and out with a search and rescue display. The Army was not to be outdone, members of its Red Beret parachuting team making an even bigger splash, before the Air Force blasted into action, unleashing 3 of its FA-18 Hornets. A sizzling display on a hot summer's day. The garden umbrella, a handy accessory. While there were easier ways to stay cool, it was fun in the sun as we toast a lucky country.
Happy Australia Day!
And Damo, the good news is the celebrations aren't over yet.
No way, Georgie. As you can see, they're still partying here at Darling Harbour. The place is absolutely chocker. There will be an official concert kicking off in about an hour's time. Leo Sayer, the star billing. There'll be a light and sound show, and of course there has to be fireworks. Every time Sydney has a party, we have fireworks, and they'll begin lighting up the skies here at about 5 to 9. Georgie?
Enjoy, Damo. Thank you for that. Now to Alison Langdon at Hyde Park. And Ali, you've been keeping a watch on the celebrations around the city.
Well, Georgie, as you can probably hear, the party is continuing here too and will be for several hours. But look, all day the mood has been fantastic. There's been hundreds of events on right across the city, starting from early this morning. It's how we begin Australia Day every year. It's tradition, the Aboriginal smoking dance. A crowd favourite, along with the 21-gun salute and the wheelchair race around Circular Quay. Kurt Fernley back from crawling the Kokoda track, winning for the 6th year in a row.
I get to do something I love on Australia Day.
A public holiday, and gee, don't we do it well.
How's that?
We couldn't be prouder.
Happy Australia Day, everyone. Happy Australia Day!
So just what does it mean to us?
Terrible to say, but just a holiday probably.
I'm pretty sort of passionate Australian, so yeah, it means a lot to me.
As always, the battle was for the best vantage point of the harbour. Once you had it, you settled in.
We'll get there, maybe come back in an hour and we'll see how we're going.
We did, and they were doing just fine. Hyde Park was transformed into a giant backyard, a playground for the kids.
Give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees.
The crowds poured in, 500,000 people into the city, and that meant the Barbie got the workout of a lifetime. Just how many did they sell?
I really wouldn't have a clue, but oh, no, a hell of a lot.
At Darling Harbour, escaping the sun was the biggest hurdle, and they did it the old-fashioned way. And it soon caught on. Fountains across the city became overrun with kids. As promised, police were out in force, but we were too busy having a laugh to cause trouble.
Twist, twist and shout.
So, Ali, how have the crowds behaved? Has there been any trouble?
Well, police said there have been no major incidents, Georgie, although they did make about 40 arrests. Most of those were actually at the Corso in Manly, and that was basically people drinking too much, and there's a couple of them behind me right now, actually. But look, police will be out and about tonight until everyone makes it home safe and sound.
All right, thank you for that, Ali. Now to Amelia Adams at Rooty Hill. And Amelia, how have we celebrated away from the city centre today?
Well, Georgie, we've seen huge numbers of people getting together with their local communities today. At Parramatta, more than 40,000 people took part in Australia Day festivities. 15,000 gathered at Penrith. And here at Rooty Hill, they're expecting more than 25,000 people to party well into the night. And it's already been a very long day of celebrations, kicking off in Parramatta early this morning.
Huge colourful bubbles dotting the western sky, the dawn of a day of celebration. 18 hot air balloons floating over mesmerised crowds watching on from the ground and sky.
It was a thrill to go up with it. Yeah, I've never been up in one before.
Experience of a lifetime.
Many marking their very first Australia Day.
It's definitely better, like nothing I would have expected. It's pretty amazing.
The national costume proudly displayed in all shapes and sizes.
They're patriotic and it's wonderful to see.
Soaring temperatures too much for some. No such problem at Bondi, where 1,262 beachgoers set a new world record. The most swimmers on giant inflatable thongs linked in a human chain.
You've just got to join in, haven't you? You can't help, it's quite infectious, the spirit.
Barely room on the sand at Cronulla and plenty of reasons to be there.
The hot weather, Australia Day and the girls.
It is nice.
Each community marking our National Day in its own unique way.
This is the 4th year that we've had Australia Day here.
It's about friends, mates, Barbie, a bit of cricket, bit of sunscreen, bit of sun and a few drinks.
Glenbrook Park's big draw card, the annual Gnome Convention, featuring 2,000 garden gnomes up for adoption.
More than we'd ever expect. In fact, we run out of adoption certificates, and that's how bad it is.
Little people out in force in Sydney's north too, brimming with Aussie pride.
It's when Captain Arthur Phillip came and the first fleet started.
A day when everyone was happy to be labelled Australian.
You like it?
Well, almost everyone.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi!
And we're seeing plenty of that Aussie spirit here at Rooty Hill tonight, and there's still so much to see and do here. At the bottom of the hill, there's a mini amusement park, so those rides will be popular all night. Also on the main stage, live entertainment, including a performance by Marsha Hines, following which organisers are flagging a fireworks extravaganza. So, Georgie, I think it's going to be a big night here at Rooty Hill.
And you've